Hello, welcome. Today we are going to learn how to totally erase WordPress install from Hostinger and reinstall a fresh one. So you do this in cases where the website is infected with virus and maybe you want to clear off everything from the surface of the sun and then do a fresh one. Or two, you have a case where a client brings a website that is already being managed by someone else and now you want to actually take care of it. It's best practice you wipe everything off so that both the plugins and everything they install that might be infectious will be all erased, right? So for starting up modification of a website, a fresh website and all of that makes a lot of sense. For clients who provide you an already existing hosting that have WordPress installed in it, this is how to do that, right? So first of all, we need to create an email. You must have to confirm the client have an email. If it is a fresh one, maybe you installed it and you have to confirm you have an email. You have to go to the mailbox, check the mailboxes area from here. You see if they have an email from here, right? So if it is a fresh Hostinger dashboard or Hostinger account, you see that you have option to purchase your email and option to claim an existing email, right? Perfect. So now we are going to since we have claimed our own, which is what is actually saying here, click on mailbox and when we create a new one. So we want to use info at the name of the client brand.com. Now we're going to fill in our password from over here. So we click on create and the website, the email box is created. You can find that mailbox by clicking on the mailboxes area from here. We'll copy this because we'll need it later for creating the WordPress account, right? So we see you can find the mailbox here. Now the mailbox is different from the mail interface. Overview of the mail, this is it. And then if we get in here, let's click on this. You'll be able to see the general mail account platform. Now this mail account platform, you can buy a paid email and it will store here, but this one is the free email. If you click on the mailbox here, you see that we have about 99 email remaining for us to add. So you can add as many email as possible, but each of the email has 1 gigabyte. But if you want to purchase an email, you can purchase the one that is 10 gigabyte per mailbox and then 50 gigabyte per mailbox. 10 gigabyte is less than $1, 50 gigabyte is around $4 per month, right? So that is it about mail. So we have created our email. Next thing we need to do is remember the password used here is going to be the password used for your dashboard for your WordPress. It makes a lot of sense so that you don't get confused over time, right? So the client can change the password easily knowing that everything is just the same. We are going to go back to the home page. I want to make sure I'm showing you everything step by step. Now some people, if they want to do this, they go to the website list and they click option here and they click on delete. If you do this, you're wiping out this particular domain name from connecting to this particular host. That's number one. Number two, it means you are clearing all of the data inside there, both WordPress and other install or other activities going on here. Even the email we just created will be wiped out from this particular host. It will even give you an option to start afresh again, to add your details for this particular domain. You know what you do when you purchase a host in the beginning and start setting up your host and domain, connecting all of those things. This is what you're going to do from here, but that's not what we are going to do for today. So to actually figure out whether this particular platform has WordPress or not, there are two ways we can do that. You can go over to the home page, click on the manage area, okay, and click on the WordPress overview. You will see that WordPress overview. That means that WordPress is a WordPress install is active, and you can't install 2 WordPress in one domain. So it's only one WordPress, one domain, which means if we are installing another WordPress to this particular platform, it means that we are overriding the existing one from over here. But you can't see option to install that here, except this option that says install another WordPress. This simply means reinstall the existing WordPress. Means it will wipe the existing WordPress and the informations we have in this one, right? That's one way to do it. The second way to do it is from this area, click on website and click on auto installer. In auto installer, you can confirm whether you have an existing WordPress. You can possibly delete the WordPress from here if you want to. So this one now, you are deleting the WordPress, not the website. This is the easiest way to do it. If you want to delete the WordPress, you don't want to have any installation in the website, just delete it from here and you don't have any WordPress installation or whatever. Okay, now for this one we can select this, and this still is the same option it will show us if you used the option that we just coming out from now. We can install this one. We want to install only WordPress. We can install this one. We want to install WordPress and WooCommerce in the website. So for this case, we want to install WordPress and WooCommerce because it's an e-commerce website I want to create for the client. First thing, we want to put the website title. Next thing, we have to put the client's email, not the client's Gmail account, the email of the client, the one we just copied. That's what we have to toss in here. Admin username, you have to make it a little bit clunky, a little bit confusing, so we have to put a capital letter after this one, or we just leave everything like that. Just put some digits. Let's just put 9 at the edge, okay, or anything it is. It makes more sense that way. So the next thing we need to do is to create our password, which is the one we still used. I talked about that. So let's do that right away. When creating your password, be careful. Make sure you type these things out. If possible, I will advise you have your email, the client email you just created, and the password copied and paste in somewhere in your computer, so you can easily copy. Don't write it down. Sometimes you make mistake. Copy it and paste somewhere so you can have those information. It's very important, right? So now we're done with that. Click on next. Here we have to select the latest version. This is the latest version. Don't select this one. This one is on beta version. As you can see from here, never you install a beta version of PHP. Install the recommended version, which is this one. Enable this, leave it to this one. If you turn off automatic application updates, it means that no software, no application will be updated in your website. If you update only minor versions, it means your basic updates will be happening in your website. But update like WordPress update and all of that won't actually happen. If you enable this one, which they always update latest version, available version, it will update everything, right? So keep it on the middle one so you can have total control of the update. So click on install and override. See, now it tells us that we actually have an existing WordPress account that if you want to override it. But if you don't have an existing WordPress, to proceed towards creating an account. So we want to override it and we'll proceed with that. So here we'll give it a couple of moments. You see the PHP have just installed, a couple of moments, and this will be installed and activated. Take us directly to our dashboard where we will be able to continue the rest of our access. At this point, we are done with the base things that we need to do. So as you can see, we are now redirected to the overview, which is where we can see that we have this WordPress installed. First thing I recommend everyone to do is to disable the light speed cache. Very, very important. If you enable this, whenever you are designing, you may not be seeing what you are doing in the front end. When you're done with the website, come back, you can enable this. You can also enable this from the WordPress dashboard, because once this is enabled, it means that the software has been installed in your WordPress dashboard. So to visit your WordPress, just click on this option. A new window will open and load your WordPress. You don't need a username or password to do that. When you will need a username or password is when you copy the client's login detail to provide for them. And I'm going to show you how to get a client login detail or the client link for installation. Now, the login detail is the username and password which we just created, but the link to access the WordPress dashboard is different from what the link for the hosting, right? So when you get in here to copy the link for the WordPress, you see it is this one above here. You copy this one, and this is one you send to the client. This is the link to login, and then you send them the username, and then you send them the password. So this simply is on how to reinstall a fresh WordPress inside of Hostinger, or how to delete an existing WordPress inside of Hostinger. If you have any question, please do ask that in the comment section below. Do have a wonderful day.